Hi everyone, Journeyman 2 here, and we're going to be discussing the Devil May Scry Magic Protection deck. I want to make this very brief just because there's such a long write-up of it on the Marvel CDB, and there's about 3 hours of gameplay after this. I recorded it all in one sitting, and towards the end I was getting very sleepy. So there are some mistakes, but I hope it gives a good showcase of what the deck can do and what the deck's all about. So with Magik, her main thing is that she plays the top card of her deck face up, and then once per phase, so once in the villain phase, once in the hero phase, she can play the top card of her deck uh, as if it was in her hand with a -1 discount. Essentially -2 because the card itself is a resource, so you're spending 2 less resources than you would otherwise on it. So we want to have a good amount of villain phase events so that we can take advantage of the once per phase. And I've selected here Mutant Protectors to be the focal points of the deck. It's just a card that has not been very good up till now, but I think it's much better in Magic. So what it says is, play only if your identity has the X-Men trait, Hero Interrupts Defense. When an enemy attacks, put an X-Men ally into play from your hand, exhaust it, and declare it the defender for this attack. So what that means is as long as we have Mutant Protectors and an ally, we can play Mutant Protectors off the top for free, putting that ally into play to tank an attack. So with her 5 hand size and +1 from Sorcerer Supreme, that gives us 6 chances to draw into an ally, and we can use Limbo here to put Mutant Protectors on top of our deck and add an ally to hand if it was on top of our deck, essentially setting up the combo right then and there. I really like using Limbo to set up the villain phase stuff just because there's so many other ways we have to set up our player phase triggers. So some allies we might be looking to put into play with Mutant Protectors are Forge. He will likely die, but in the process he'll get us X-Jet Utopia. Triage gets us a heal. Professor X gets us a confuse, even a ready if we got exhausted somehow. Nightcrawler can actually just prevent the damage and bounce himself back to hand. Polaris can give us a tough, so she can take the attack and then we'll have a tough for our next attack. This kind of thing. We also have Colossus, who is sort of a built-in Mutant Protector, so he can just put himself into play without exhausting, which is slightly more beneficial. And yeah, so that's going to be the gist of it. We've also got Shield Spell here to block an attack. We have Magic Barrier to tank some damage and deal some damage back, hopefully. We have plenty of energy and Wild in the deck to try to hit blind on Magic Barrier. Doesn't always happen. When it does, it feels really good. Like you're at the casino, you roll the dice and you hit the blackjack. Because those things are the same game, right? Rolling dice and hitting blackjack. I don't know, I don't gamble. Anyways, we have defensive energy here, so we can spend this when we play a defense event to draw a card. It's a Wild on top of our deck for our triggers, but it also means we can draw off Mutant Protectors or Shield Spell or Magic Barrier. So what this means is, let's say we have defensive energy in hand, ally in hand, Mutant Protectors on top of our deck. We can play Mutant Protectors off the top of our deck, uncovering whatever the next card is, and draw that card with defensive energy. If that card is an ally, like let's say we were planning on Mutant Protectors using armor or something, and we happen to draw Professor X and want to Mutant Protectors him instead, we can now switch our target to Professor X, get him into play instead. So defensive energy helps us cycle our deck just a little bit faster. Also, alongside Scrying and Spiritual Meditation, gives us plenty of card draw. Scrying and Spiritual Meditation are great here just to set up whatever we want on top of our deck, draw into maybe some double resources. Like if we see a double on top of our deck, well, it's not very good to us because we can't play it off the top, but it is much better if we use Scrying and get it into hand. Now we're at +1 resource. If we did Spiritual Meditation off the top of the deck and we draw it into a double resource, we're at +2 resources. This kind of thing. Yeah, we have X-Gene as a Wild, hits a lot of our signature events. Exorcism and Soul Strike are here for the status. And then Stepping Disc is usually the event that I most like to play off the top of my deck with her. So like if I have an Exorcism in play Stepping Disc, ready, put a mental on top, make a basic activation, play Exorcism from hand, guarantee the confuse. Let's see. So I think this is like the priority. We want to get our upgrades out here. Limbo, Sorcerer Supreme, Soul Sword are the top 3. If we can get an extra out early, that's very nice, or Utopia. I think Extreme is just slightly better. It helps us play a Stepping Disc from hand, or Exorcism or Soul Sword from hand. If we don't get it out early, it's fine. Having a wild on top is going to help us later in the game. Karma does not trigger off of Mutant Protectors. That's very important to note because she is play from hand and Mutant Protectors is put into play. But off the top of our deck, she's only 3 resources, and she's going to take control of any non-elite ally, any non-elite minion, which our Nemesis setup here has 2 very great targets for her. Sim is a 2/2/5, and then Witchfire is a 1/3/4. So we can either take control of a 3 attack or 2 thwart ally potentially. And then Utopia is, of course, just a busted support, lots of readies, especially when we have ways of boosting our basic stats. Soul Sword, I think, is her most important upgrade, just because of the piercing and the plus attack. We do kind of have low damage with magic because her attack event is only 4. The damage on magic barrier is not guaranteed. So Soul Sword getting her to 3, giving her piercing, so I don't even have to worry about tufts, is very nice. And then we have Legion here, is going to also help with damage, especially because we have so many energies. So he can like thwart 1 and then ping 2 damage, or attack 1, ping 2 damage, that kind of thing. Yeah, we're running 44 cards here because Scrying and 3 Spiritual Meditations basically don't take up card slots. They do slightly weaken our mulligan. You can go higher. I don't necessarily like to go higher because games where we see Limbo pretty late end up being more of a struggle than when we get Limbo early. So being able to dig through our deck fast to get to Limbo is very important. If we do mill Limbo or Soul Sword, we can get those back with Stepping Disc, which can also loop Colossus. Just a lot of really thinky plays. Let's see, Moira here, she can draw a card. So whenever we flip up, we draw a card. And we also have our Alter Ego ability that can put any spell on top of our deck. So with this ability and Moira, we can draw any spell from our discard back to hand. So Spiritual Meditation or Scrying, Soul Strike, Exorcism, Magic Barrier, Shield Spell, all of these are spell cards that we can just immediately get to hand. I like to loop Exorcism a lot just because it keeps the thwart pretty clear. Confuse helps us flip. And then in the late game, looping Soul Strike just to try to go for game. Unfortunately, the Age of Apocalypse box has quite a bit of stalwart and steady and things that are going to like mess us up and not really show off the deck to the best of its potential. But it still works. I did a run through it before publishing, and now we're going to do a run here digitally. And then, yeah, I've just had a lot of fun with this deck in a lot of different scenarios. There's always some answer to any question, especially in some of the scenarios that don't have activation triggers. So here we have Taunt in the deck, but we don't really want to use it against something like Sabah Nur or the 4 Horsemen or Dark Beast. These scenarios where they either have overkill or steady, or they do something bad when they activate. But there is a very niche ruling here using Taunt and Mutant Protectors, where if you play Taunt, draw the attack, and play Mutant Protectors, the ally comes into play exhausted but is not the defender of the attack. So we can actually just take the damage to our hit points, guaranteeing our ally survives. So someone like Armor, we can get into play Save Her Tough, or Legion, we can get into play cheaper, and then have him in play for next turn. And then we're going to draw 3 cards off Taunt, completely refunding the entire play, because one of these cards is going to be played off the top of our deck for free. So Taunt has some very cool combo potential. You can use Mutant Protectors to play Polaris off of a Taunt, and Polaris will tough us, so we don't even take any damage from the Taunt attack. Is just some very cool things we can do. The deck initially started out with multiple copies of Taunt, but the Age of Apocalypse box really punishes it. Like Beast, his interrupt triggering the special on the setting environment, the 4 Horsemen potentially blanking you or having some other bad effect. But in most scenarios without bad activation triggers, you can play Taunt pretty safely, especially with all the stuns we got from Soul Strike. Blood Gem, 0 cost, caught off guard trigger, but it's also occasionally you can make the judgment call to take some damage in exchange for a resource. Triage can even heal it back up. All of our readies, we have good recovery access, good alter ego access with Confuse, so there are chances to use our health as a resource more often here. Okay, I really don't want to go on too long because I think the video is pretty long already. but I hope you guys enjoy the deck and the gameplay, and let me know what you think. Alright everyone, first gameplay video with Devil May Scry, Magic Protection, and we've got our first Age of Apocalypse scenario set up here. Let's see, Unus, hunting the gene traders, we have Infinites and Dystopian Nightmare in there. We have the new standard 3 set we're going to be trying out, and then the Infinite set starts with the gene pool in play, and that 4th threat should actually be on gene pool, not the main scheme. So after any ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, place 3 threat here. So chump blocking is not going to be an option here because I'm just going to make him much stronger. If there's 3 or more threat, he gets Retaliate. If there's 6 or more, he gets Stalwart. If there's 9 or more, he gains Amplify. And these all stack with each other. I should also have a tough status. We have our standard 3, pursued by the past here. After you place a pursuit counter, if the number of counters here is at least 3 more than the number of players, remove each counter here. If your Nemesis minion is in play, it activates. Otherwise, flip this card over, and the reverse side finds your Nemesis minion, puts it into play. The whole Nemesis set shenanigans. So we're going to start with an extra encounter card in this scenario. And let's see what we can do. Okay, X-Jet turn 1. We're unlikely to be playing Rock Slide or Blood Gem, Defensive Energy, Magic Barrier. Polaris is not bad because if she blocks with Tough, it won't go on Gene Pool. So I think maybe we hold these two. We could dig for Limbo, we could dig for Sorcerer Supreme, but let's just hold and see what we get. Okay, X-Gene. X-Gene, turn 1. So X-Gene and X-Jet probably could play whatever we put on top of our deck. Spend Stepping Disc, get X-Gene down, flip up. Do we want to put a spell? It would be Magic Barrier. Do we want to get Magic Barrier back with her Alter Ego ability? When you change to hero form, choose a spell in your discard pile, put it on top of your deck, because that would help us tank his attack turn 1. But I think we want to see whatever is on top here. Mystical Armor. Not super helpful. We might have to forego the X-Jet, get it back with Forge later, and just go for Polaris, who comes in with a Tough, and then we can play Mystical Armor for free off the top of our deck. So we at least have constant Retaliate, potentially bonus defense. Exorcism is much better. We'll go ahead and take 1 off Gene Pool. Okay. Villain phase, 1 threat here, 1 threat on Gene Pool, thanks to the main scheme. He is attacking. We will defend with Polaris. Okay, her Tough goes, and then 2 encounter cards. First one, War Weary. We are stunned. Not a big deal. Second one, Cooling the Weak. 4 threat on Gene Pool. Holy cow. Up to 8. So he does have Stalwart and Retaliate. We do want to get that down a little bit so those Infinite Soldiers don't get Quick Strike. Exorcism would be great here. I think we're going to go Legion and Exorcism, honestly, because I want to get that Confuse on him. So let's go ahead and we'll spend Angel, we'll spend Armor for Legion. Look at the next card. It's Energy. So we can do Legion can thwart 1, and he'll discard the top card to ping the Tough here. Okay, the next card is also Energy. Not great, but we can at least get some more thwarting going. We can do X-Gene and Utopia for Exorcism. Take 4 off Gene Pool, down to 3. Magic can take 1 more. And we hold the Magic Bear. We've got a Mutant Protectors. How many allies have we seen? We don't have Limbo or Sorcerer Supreme yet. I think we're going to hold the Magic Barrier. And just see. Yeah, we would have only had Karma, because we can't swap Professor X to hand yet. So Magic Barrier is okay, but maybe we just take the hit. Spiritual Meditation is something into a better hand. So we got one threat. He's attacking us for 2. Let's see, choose either place 2 threat on Gene Pool or he gets +2. I think we'll give him the +2 for right now. So down to 6. And then the encounter card, Infinite Soldier. It's got Quick Strike. Oh yeah, he should get a ping from Retaliate from Merciful Armor. We'll take it. Or to defend. We could Magic Barrier this. This would be nice if we had a physical on top, or sorry, an energy on top for Magic Barrier. Just block all the damage and pop him. I think we're just going to take it. He takes Retaliate back. Okay. Professor X is looking good. I think we're going to play him off the top with these 2. Look at the next card. He's going to get a Confuse onto Unus. Clear Gene Pool. Let's have Polaris take out the Soldier. Now let's Spiritual Meditation. We draw Forge, we draw the next card, and we actually get to look at the bottom card before we decide what to discard. So I think we're going to discard Magic Barrier here. And let's do Energy, Forge, overwrite Professor X, and let's go for the X-Jet. Or let's see, we go for Utopia. There's a chance that we can Spiritual Meditation into Scrying into a double. So I think Utopia is actually playable, so let's go for Utopia. Spiritual Meditation, draw Scrying, draw the next card, look at the card underneath it, discard Shield Spell, and then Scrying. We get to look at the top 3. Soul Strike, Nightcrawler, and Taunt. Nothing super good here. What does Legion want? Probably the mental is best for Legion. Or we just get a physical while we can to heal him. So he will take 1 off the main, discard a physical. That's going to heal him 1, and then he takes 1 consequential. And then Forge will remove the last 1 from the main, and we'll flip. We'll recover for 3. Next turn we've got Sorcerer Supreme coming, so let's pitch that. Maybe get Utopia and Sorcerer Supreme down. Oh, and we got Limbo and Soul Sword. So much key set up here. So 1 threat, 1 threat. He is confused, and we'll go ahead and, oh, it's Culling the Weak. So 4 threat on Gene Pool, back up to 5. Okay, are there any spells in our deck we want on top of our deck? Limbo will let us add anything to hand. Probably Exorcism. Just keep that confused, set up our next flip. So let's go ahead and recover for 3. Flip up, put Exorcism on top of our deck. We will use 1 Exorcism to play Limbo. Now we don't have any mentals, huh? Maybe we blind fire this Exorcism because we want to play Sorcerer Supreme. Oh, Stepping Disc also would have set it up. So if we had done a mental on top, so it's like a Soul Strike, and then we played Stepping Disc, that would tee it up. Would we have the resources for Sorcerer Supreme still? I don't think so. I think we'd be 1 short. So yeah, let's just blind fire the exorcism for 1 off the top. Not a mental. Remove 4. Now we got a double. So we haven't used limbo yet. So let's go ahead and limbo Utopia with strength. Strength can go ahead and play Sorcerer Supreme, Stepping Disc. We'll play our Soul Sword, and we are looking pretty good here. Polaris can go ahead and clear the main. Forge will clear Gene Pool, and we'll save Legion for something more important. Okay. So 6 hand size, 1 threat, 1 threat. Wait, Gene Pool should be at 0. Okay. So now it's at 1. He is attacking. We have Mutant Protectors and no ally. That is a shame. So let's go ahead and just take the attack. It's 2 and 3. And then Dark Designs, place 1 pursuit counter. If there are any there, he schemes. So he schemes for 2, 3. So far, so good. Let's go ahead and Spiritual Meditation off the top. We see Moira and Colossus. And we get to see this top card. It's another Spiritual Med. Actually, that should be missing the discard. The one we played is missing the discard because we haven't done our discard yet. What are we going to discard here? Probably should have played some stuff. We can discard the Crown. I think we have Threat under control. The Steady is nice. I just think we have some other key stuff we want to get down. Let's go ahead and Genius for Utopia. Legion. Can clear Gene Pool, discarding Karma for 2 damage onto Unus. Stepping Disc. Do we want to swap? Swap Colossus to the top. Does that get us anything? Gets a Soul Strike. So Limbo. We'll swap Colossus to the top here. Not going to trigger Utopia this turn. We've already used our top deck play. Get rid of our stun. And then X-Gene. And I love the flip down from Moira. I don't think it's happening. Moira for Soul Strike. It's going to get him down to 8. And a stun. We may as well have Polaris just take 1 off the main. We can use Mutant Protectors for Stepping Disc. It's going to ready us. And then is there a magic card we want to get back? So let's go Soul Strike again. I think we're in the end game here, so we can start pushing for damage. Let's see, yeah, we're sacrificing this from Soul Sword, but we'll just go ahead and thwart here. And then, yeah, let's draw 2. We hold defensive energy. I don't know. We got good chances of drawing a defense event with Limbo. Nope. Now, at the start of the villain phase, swap a card in the hand with the top card of our deck. So before step 1, do we want to swap Colossus to the top? He's stunned at least first, but I think we will. Swap here. Just get the wild on top for the player phase. We got 1 threat, 1 threat, and if we do get attacked, we can put him into play. Stunned. War Weary. We are stunned. And Exhaustion. We're exhausted. So stunned and exhausted. Drawing near. After our turn begins, discard the top card of your deck. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past for each printed resource icon on that card. So it's going to get us our first. Now it's our turn. It's discarding Colossus. It's going to put another counter on Pursued by the Past. Okay, double resource. We got a kind of a resource bloat hand here. Let's go ahead. We don't want to get rid of the strength yet, I think. we'll Scry. We've already used Limbo, so let's look at the top three. Let's leave Blood Gem on top. Draw the energy. Actually, let's not leave Blood Gem on top. Let's put Stepping Disc on top. We can play that off the top. Draw the energy, Blood Gem in the discard. Okay. X Gene will play Stepping Disc. And let's go ahead and put Colossus back, I think. It's going to ready us from Stepping Disc. Although we get to look at the card underneath it before selecting Colossus. So the card underneath it is Mutant Protectors. Okay, then we put Colossus on top. Because it's separate sentences. Ready, it comes off the top of the deck. We ready, look at the next card, and then Colossus. So we know we have Mutant Protectors coming up. That's pretty good. We want to flip down at some point, this turn or next. Let's go ahead and clear our stun. We can do energy for Soul Strike for 4 and a stun. We can do strength for triage, heal Legion for 2. Triage will ready us with Utopia, and we'll attack for 3. I don't think anything happens on his flip. He just gets another tough or something. So we'll have Triage go ahead and flip Unus. He gets tough and 18 hit points. Okay, not too bad. Fortunately, the Wild is not doing much for Colossus here. Let's go ahead and, sorry, for Legion. Let's go ahead and Stepping Disc something on top. Probably just something to discard. Soul Strike gets us some threats. Yeah, no exorcisms. So yeah, we'll go ahead and Soul Strike. Legion will clear Gene Pool, take 2 threat off the main. And there we have it. Oh wait, that was Stepping Disc, right? So we readied. So we had another basic attack, which pings the tough and takes 3 more damage because of piercing from Soul Sword. Okay, now we're in the villain phase. A lot of triggers, a lot of triggers. Magic Barrier, Mutant Protectors, 1 threat here, 1 threat here. Okay, now if he's stunned, Mutant Protectors is not doing so much. We can always ping it with Legion, so I don't think it's the worst option to add armor to hand and put Mutant Protectors on top for a second attack maybe. Stunned. Here it's always an energy for Legion. Hunted, Obligation. Okay, so now Pursued by the Past, or sorry, Drawing Near is going to clear this Mutant Protectors for us. Get us a 3rd counter here. We just have 15 damage. Do we even need to worry about this whole shenanigans? We do have a Wild here, so let's go ahead and make that first basic attack. 1, 2, 3, that's 12. Colossus readies us. That's going to be another 5. Gets us down to 7. What is... It's in our discard. I think Soul Strike gets us to 8. And that should do it. So let's dig for a Soul Strike maybe. There's only 1 left. How many cards are in our deck? 12, 1. Spiritual Meditation draws 2. We may as well. Not. Let's see. Look at the top. It's Rock Slide. So at least it's still physical. We'll discard this defensive energy. Well, do we play Rock Slide off the top now? Because he's 3 attack. Armor, Exorcism, Magic Barrier for Professor X. I think we have to abandon this temporarily. We don't have 12. We're close, but it's not 12. Utopia readies us. We got 3 more. It's 9. And I think we just have to flip down and get rid of those. Let's go ahead and just ping him 1 with triage. I think we'll leave Rock Slide there because he's going to be great for next turn. We'll ping 1 more with Legion, not trigger his ability. Flip down, discard an identity specific card, discard our normal card, and next turn we can flip up and get Soul Strike. Okay. 1 threat, 1 threat. And he's confused. And let's see, just a crisis. So we definitely got it now. And yeah, we'll flip up. We'll put Soul Strike on top of our deck, wherever that is. We'll use Limbo to swap Soul Strike with Rock Slide, X-Gene and Mutant Protectors for Soul Strike. We'll deal 4 damage and a stun. Okay, Professor X should be long gone. We can do these 3 for Rock Slide off the top. I guess we should have basic attacked first for 3. Rock Slide comes in, readies with Utopia. He can do 3. Magik can do 2. And then Legion can do 1 and discard the top card, which is Energy, for another 2. And there we have it. Unus on Expert. And in that game, 0 difference between Standard 1 and Standard 3. All the cards were exactly the same. So, yeah, there we have it. Let's go ahead and set up the 4 Horsemen. I'm not sure how we're going to do that setup here, but we'll go ahead and get that going. See you in the next game. Okay, everybody, welcome back to our second game of our Age of Apocalypse playthrough with Devil May Scry, our Magic Protection deck. We're going to be doing the Horsemen of the Apocalypse here. So we have Standard 3, Expert 1, Dystopian Nightmare, and the Hounds. We're going to shuffle the 4 Horseman villains, reveal them in a row from left to right. So shuffling them up. Left is Famine with 12 hit points, then War, then Pestilence, and then Death. So it looks like the middle is going to be the worst for us. War and Pestilence are the 2 that are worst for Magik here, discarding upgrades and supports, or blanking our text box. The active villain marker will go on Famine. We have their 4 side schemes here. We're going to shuffle those up, and we're going to start with 1. Okay, they amplify. This one I think is actually pretty ignorable for us. Let's go ahead and get started. So Famine is first, we're just going to mill our deck, and then War is second, we're just going to discard stuff. So what we don't want to do is get double activated, but we can't stay down with a 3 scheme and amplify. Soul Strike to stun War seems really good. Can we do Forge X-Jet? We can do 3 for X-Jet. Let's just see what's on top of our deck. Okay, so mulligan everything that's not Soul Strike, X-Jet, or Forge. Colossus. Okay. Flip up. I don't think we want to put... we don't have any spells. So definitely not putting anything on top. Let's look at the top. It's Exorcism. Okay. Well, that's almost even better than Soul Strike. If we can get it off. Which I don't know if we can. We have no deck manipulation. Well, we can use Forge to search for Utopia instead. Then we lose the Exorcism. I think that's okay. I think we want to reshuffle. Let's go Forge, discard the X-Jet, discard Blood Gem, or no, discard the armor. We're going to search our deck for Utopia just for that reshuffle. Okay. And we now have a mental on top. Still not helping Soul Strike. But it is Professor X. So maybe the best mental we could possibly have. Let's Soul Strike and Utopia for Professor X off the top. He'll go ahead and confuse. Let's see. Confuse War. I think we flip down next turn. Eat the attack from Famine, flip down. We'll thwart 5 off of that side scheme. Put Blood Gem in play, hold Colossus. Let's see where this gets us. Okay. So 1 threat on the main. Famine is attacking. We'll block with Professor X. Okay. And then Famine is going to discard the top 10 cards of our deck. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not Limbo, 10. Great. So Limbo still in the deck somewhere. Although if we lost Limbo, we have Stepping Disc in hand, so that wouldn't have been horrible. Not many Stepping Disc targets here. Maybe just Colossus we dump. Okay. The active counter moves to War, because after a villain activates, move the active counter to the next villain. And then War Weary, we are stunned. Okay. This has been a totally fine opener so far. We're going to have Forge clear this side scheme. The player who defeated the scheme deals 1 damage to each character they control. He was already going away. We'll take a damage, no problem. And we have a Wild on top for Exorcism. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to clear our stun, we're going to use Blood Gem, take 2 damage, and 1 Spiritual Meditation for Exorcism, which is going to take 4, put a Confuse onto Pestilence, start getting that status lock, and then Spiritual Meditation, draw this, draw the next one, it's Sorcerer Supreme. So we're going to discard 1. Stepping Disc, let's play down this Sorcerer. And we're going to flip down for War here. Okay. Still no Limbo, all the way at the bottom of the deck. 1 threat, War is confused, and then Horsemen of Famine. Heal 2 from Famine, give her a tough. And then she activates, which is going to be 3 and a boost stun. So 1, 2, 3, and the active counter moves to Pestilence, because every time a villain activates, move the active counter to the next villain. So we skipped War. Flipping up with Pestilence is not the best, actually. We do have another Exorcism, that's okay. No top deck manipulation. I guess Scrying, Legion. Okay, here we go. We got some things. What do we want to put on top of our deck? A Soul Strike for Exorcism in hand. We have an energy underneath. Let's just dig with Spiritual Meditation. Here, before we decide, let's go Scry. Mutant Protectors, Polaris, and Taunt. Okay, Taunt on top, and then we put Soul Strike, gets us a stun. So discard Mutant Protectors, draw Polaris, put Taunt on top. Okay, flip up, and we'll go ahead and put Soul Strike. Where is that? Okay. And we will use Genius on Exorcism, which will completely clear the main. Get a Confuse, we'll put it on Death here. And we're going to play Soul Strike off the top using Blood Gem. Actually, I have to clear our stun first. Soul Strike off the top. It's going to deal 4 damage. Let's put it into War. And then Stun War. Okay. We could play Polaris, short term, get the tough, play Legion. How many cards are left in our deck? Okay, so we do want to dig a little bit for Limbo. I kind of just want to hold the Magic Barrier. I don't know how crazy that is. Pestilence is going to be blanking us, actually. Well, so yeah, we might as well get the Magic Barrier off before we get blanked. We got a 6-card hand size. No, let's just do the safe play. Polaris has a tough. And let's use that tough on War. And she's just going to block the attack from Pestilence from her hit points and maybe go back in the shuffle. We do have a 6-card hand with the top card face up. There's Limbo. No villain phase stuff. 1 threat on the main. Pestilence is attacking. We're going to block with Polaris. 1 pursuit counter and pursued by the past. So she's actually only taking 2. Not even making it back in the shuffle. But our text box is now blinked and Death is the active villain. Okay, Crisis. Player who defeated the scheme treats their identity's text box as if it was blank. Death is confused at least, so that's fine. We're going to spend taunts for Limbo. Let's go ahead and strength for Soul Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to make a basic attack into War. 1, 2. And then let's go ahead and play Stepping Disc to ready. And put Exorcism back on top of our deck. Okay. We're going to get an extra encounter card, but I think we're okay. We'll flip, we'll heal for 3, back to 8. Okay, extra encounter card. 1 threat on the main, but Death is confused. Hunted, great. And then Death, move the active counter to him, it's already on him. He gains Retaliate 1 and is considered to have at least 1 hit point remaining. After we attack him, resolve his forced response to get rid of that. Okay, discarding a card for Hunted. We'll discard Mutant Protectors. It's not too bad. Alright, we do have Forge for Limbo. Yeah, so we're going to flip up. Let's see, Mental, nope. So Limbo, we'll swap these two. Mutant Protectors and the Armor for Exorcism is going to take 4. And let's confuse Famine. Then we can play Forge off the top for 1. Or are we going to play Forge off the top? So let's say 1, Stepping Disc. He would get us something that we can't play. So it would just be discarded for Soul Sword, most likely. It is a chump. I'm going to start working on Pestilence here. The Soul Sword is pretty key. Let's go ahead and do that instead of Stepping Disc Exorcism back up, maybe. Or do we need the Stepping Disc here? Do we have the Thwart? We don't have Utopia. We might just have the Stepping Disc. Let's do 1 off of this. We'll play Pestilence, or sorry, we'll play Stepping Disc. Put the Exorcism back on top. We're ready. And we'll take 1 more off that. We're blinked, but that's okay. And then we'll draw our 6-card hand size. Nope, top card is not face up. Okay, 1 threat. Death is activating. We're going to defend with Polaris. we get a pursuit counter, and we take a damage. The active counter moves to famine. So maybe I'll flip down again next turn, just as long as this is not an activation. Sinister Strike, it is. Place a pursuit counter. Attacking for 2. We'll likely be getting another Confuse at least. So yeah, we'll just take it to the face. After this activation, Pestilence attacks us. Oh no. So there's 2. We're going to discard the top 10 of our deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's going to move this counter. After the activation, Pestilence activates against us. Alright, so that's going to be another hit for 2. We're going to have to defend this one. Or sorry, no boost cards, so we're not going to defend. But it is going to blank us. And then she's the active villain. At least she's confused. I think it's just time to get some build. We'll do Mutant Protectors and X-Jet for Forge. Bring the X-Jet back. Do we have any doubles? Can we blind Limbo here? There's still Strength. I think we can Limbo blind. We'll swap 1 Exorcism with the top card. Triage. That's interesting. Gosh, I so badly want to like blood gem into something, but I don't think it's smart. We need to start putting damage into Pestilence. Just do Exorcism and X-Jet for Utopia. Hold Triage. Forge will take 1 off the main. Flip, recover for 3. And I think we're starting to get over the curve at least. So we got 1 threat and a Confuse. And then Hound. If we're in hero form, attacks us, otherwise we change. So when we change, we can put a spell on top of our deck. I want it to be Soul Strike, I think. Yeah, Soul Strike is good here. Okay, we'll attack to take out the Hound. We'll use Strength to play Exorcism, to clear the min, and put a Confuse. Oh boy. Onto Pestilence here. And then let's go ahead and Spiritual Meditation, draw a Soul Strike, draw the next card, look at the card underneath that, it's Taunts. Okay, so we'll discard Karma, spend Magic Barrier and Magic Barrier on Soul Strike, take 4 off of Pestilence, and get a stun. Then we'll use Limbo to swap Taunt and Triage, play Triage for just 1. It's going to heal 2 off Magic and ready us with Utopia. Alright, I'm starting to see a light. 2 damage here, 1 more there, and yeah, we're starting to get rid of Pestilence, which is very nice for us. Okay, 1 threat. Pestilence is stunned, and then release the Hounds. The first copy of Hound revealed each phase gains Surge. When defeated, we get a face-down copy of a Hound. Okay. Don't know if we're ever really going to be clearing that. How many Hounds have we seen? 2. So I think there's still 3. That's okay. Physical is nice for Soul Strike, which I think we're just going to do. We want to take out Pestilence. Okay. Triage will deal 1 damage. Forge will kill the main. Let's go ahead and Professor X and Colossus. for Soul Strike. Defeating her, well, not defeating, but taking her to 0, putting a stun. And then let's Scry. I don't know if there's any doubles left. Keep Legion on top. Discard Rock Slide. Draw defensive energy. Let's flip. Or let's see. Let's ping the tough off Famine. Start working on her. And maybe we just don't even go for Moira. Maybe we just do Angel and Blood Gem for Legion. Ready us here. Look at the next card. And Legion can go ahead and actually let's save him. Oh no, let's take 1 off of Famine. Discard a mental, 2 threat here, flip down, recover for 3. Okay. We'll hold on to Moira. She can help us next turn. Encounter card, 1 threat on the main. Pestilence is confused. Second encounter card. Okay, attach the villain with the fewest hit points without the aerial trait. They are considered to have at least 1 hit point. After we attack it, resolve its forced response as if it just attacked. We'll give that to Pestilence here. It's totally fine. And then Dark Designs. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. Okay, so the villain's not going to scheme because Pursued by the Past is now triggering. We remove all the counters, we flip it over. We get Belasco, Ruler of Limbo. It's kind of getting crazy out here. A lot of stuff happening. Ruler of Limbo is going to steal Limbo. And the rest of these are going to shuffle back in. So Belasco, he's villainous. After he activates, discard the top 3 cards of our deck, attach them to Ruler of Limbo. And this says threat cannot be removed while Belasco is in play. The Ileana Rasputin player finds Limbo, attaches it face down here. When the scheme is defeated, put Limbo into play under its owner's control. Okay. We got like all of our alter ego triggers. I'm not seeing 6 damage for Belasco, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and do Mutant Protectors, Defensive Energy for Moira, and then Nightcrawler for X-Gene. Flip up, look at the top card. We will draw it with Moira. Look at the next card. Okay. It's an energy, so I think we do have the damage for Belasco now. We'll attack for 2, and we will Strength to play Armor. Ready with Utopia. Attack for 2. Armor should have a tough. And then Legion can go ahead and take 1 threat off the main, discarding this energy, which will take out Belasco. And we can go ahead and just X-Gene this Exorcism off the top. I don't think we've played off the top yet. So X-Gene Exorcism, it's a mental. That was nice. That is going to get us Limbo right back. And a Confuse. Where do we want the Confuse? Let's go ahead and Confuse Death. He's next in the activation order. And then, should we try to get rid of this Golden Horse? I think she's going to blank us either way. So we may as well save Armor's Tough here. But yeah, we're getting fully built. Alright, 1 threat. Oh, she's stunned, so we're good. Yeah, 1 threat. Stun. 1 encounter card. It is Sinister Strike, so 1 pursuit counter. And then Pestilence is going to attack us for real. We'll Armor block it. After this activation, War activates to not give him a boost. So the tough, we get blanked. This would move here, but then War activates, but he wouldn't because he's stunned. So the active counter stays on death. Okay. 23 damage.
Do we blind fire with limbo here? So start with spiritual meditation. Draw 2, discard 1. Probably taunt. Soul Strike and Angel is a good chunk of damage. But I really want to get Soul Sword down. So I think we're going to pitch the armor for Soul Sword. It's not doing anything for us this turn, but hopefully next turn. Let's go ahead and attack Famine. And then we can do Blood Gem and Stepping Disc for Angel. Ready with Utopia. Take 4 more. And then X-Gene and Stepping Disc for Soul Strike. We'll take 4 more. Let's go ahead and just Legion for 0 and discard a Mental. So that's going to be 2 threats off Release the Hounds, I guess. Okay. Good stuff. We're getting close to the win. We have our top deck back. Mutant Protectors with Colossus, or just Colossus in general, or Mutant Protectors with Karma. We'll go ahead and swap Mutant Protectors to the top. Let's see, Death is attacking us. We'll play Mutant Protectors, put in Karma into play, declaring her the defender. Alright, see what the boost card is. It's a Hound, so that's at least 1 less Hound. And then he's going to deal 1 damage to all of our characters. Everybody survives. Active counter moves to Famine. Okay, and our encounter card is Sim. 2 threat on the main scheme. Little 5 health minion. Would have been great to karma him. Okay. We're very close. If we could kill Death, we have it. Spiritual Meditation. Draw Triage, draw the next card, look at this card, it's energy. I think we discard Magic Barrier here. Well, we could also win in the villain phase using Magic Barrier. See, Rock Slide is, let's see, 2, 3, 2, 7, plus 3, it's 10. And then Magic Barrier gets us there in the villain phase, potentially. Oh, but Death isn't the one activating. And we have a guard minion. Our board is so messy. Just go ahead and do armor to get rid of this. Or no, do we have to? Because most of the hounds are in the discard now. Yeah, I think we're good to not do that. Let's just start working on Sim. We got 2 from Angel. We got another from Armor. So that's 3 damage on Sim. Magic will take him out. Okay. We can do X-Gene for Stepping Disc for ready. Put any magic card back on top of our deck. Oh, you know what? We should have spent Magic Barrier. So now we have Magic Barrier on top. And then X-Gene and Rock Slide can play Soul Strike. It's going to be 4 damage and a stun. That's going to be a stun here. And then he has Retaliate. And then we can trigger his forced response, dealing ourselves a damage to get rid of his attachment. Let's attack him for 3 because we have Soul Sword. We can do Blood Gem, take 2 damage, and Colossus for Triage, ready with Utopia. Triage will heal us for 2. And we're 1 short because Magic is swinging for 3 and Triage is swinging for 1. So I think we're just going to do Triage to pop 1 there. I guess we do have to get rid of Pestilence too. That's fine. That's like a last turn thing. 3 hit points here. We got the Confuse on Famine, so feeling pretty good. Okay, 1 threat and confused. And the encounter card is Ravages of Ore, which I don't think we're going to need to clear because I think we're just going to win this turn. So let's flip up. We will use our Alter Ego plus Moira to add Soul Strike to hand. Look at the top card. It is a mental. So we'll, I guess it really doesn't matter what we do here. It really does not matter. We'll just do as much as we can for the funds of it. So 3 for the X-Jet. We'll use Limbo for here. Blood Gem and X-Gene for Soul Strike. Defeats Death. And then may as well play Exorcism. Or just get the crown down, right? Get our last build. Why not? Aesthetically pleasing. We'll go ahead and attack here. And after we attack it, resolve its force response as if it had just attacked us. We get rid of that, and everybody is at 0, and we beat the Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So that was fairly fine. Really fine. We did get to see standard 3 trigger that game. Not too shabby. And let's go ahead and set up Apocalypse. Okay guys, welcome back to game 3 of our Age of Apocalypse run with Devil May Scry, our magic protection deck. And we have Apocalypse here. So he is steady and tough, 10 hit points. We have the Dark Riders, standard 3, expert 1, infinites, modulars in there. 1 threat on the main. Heart of the Empire starts in play. Gene Pool with 4 threat on it. And we're going to start with one of these prelate minions. Okay, Rasputin. I think our brother. When he attacks, interrupt, deal 1 damage to our identity. Alright. Let's see if we can't try and take him down turn 1. Okay. I kind of want to keep Exorcism and pitch the rest. Alright, Soul Strike can help us defeat him. Let's go Spiritual Meditation, draw 2. Discard Karma. No reason to stay down. Is there any spells on our deck we want to put on top? Spiritual Meditation again. It's probably fine. Is that going to be our top deck play? I wonder if we had something playable on top. But we'll just Spiritual Meditate. Draw 2, look at the top before. Okay, so Armor would have been great on top. We will discard Mutant Protectors. Okay. Let's go 2 for Utopia. Ping the tough off of Mikhail there. And then do we have enough? Armor readies us. Soul Strike also readies us, so I think we can do it. Sorry, Stepping Disc. I think we can do it without these two. Shame to lose Exorcism, but we can get it back with Stepping Disc. So Defensive Energy, Exorcism for Armor, readies us with Utopia, she gets a tough, and we'll do 3 damage to Rasputin. And then Stepping Disc will ready us, put Exorcism on top, where we can take him out. Okay. A decent turn 1 so far. We do have Exorcism, Mutant Protectors. Let's see. This is looking like just a Sorcerer Supreme turn, to be honest. 2 threats. He's attacking. Do we block with armor here? It's just going to put threat on Gene Pool. I don't want those guys to surge, so I think we're just going to take it. Okay, he gets a pursuit counter. Did we shuffle this deck? I think so. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Encounter card. Tusk. 6 hit points. Kind of nasty. We will Mutant Protector, Exorcism. Let's go ahead and clear Gene Pool. Put half a Confuse on him. I don't think we're going to be able to clear Tusk this turn. That's very unfortunate. Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2, look at the top card, discard 1. It's going to be X-Jet. Okay. Just play a Sork here. We'll make a basic attack here on Tusk. Armor can take 1 off the main. Man, very unfortunate. That's done. But we at least get our 6-card hand size and Utopia, so okay. Triage too. Triage is very helpful. 2 threat on. Block with armor, he attacks. Okay, 1 infinite soldier gone. 3 threat on Gene Pool. And then Tusk is attacking us. I think we're just going to defend it. Stun. And counter card. Nowhere is safe. Oh man. Discard Sorcerer Supreme or discard Utopia. It's all bad. At least we can get Utopia right back with Forge. But I'm sure we're going to be able to play it. There's too much I want to play here. Let's pitch Utopia. It's easier to get back. Okay. Let's go 1 for triage off the top. 1, 2. And then, what's the next card? Angel. We can scry. What are the best cards for us here? Okay, Professor X. Let's add him to hand. Soul Sword on top, Angel, and then discard. And then I think we're going to just go 3 for Professor X and hold Limbo. 1, 2, 3. Professor X is going to get that full confuse here. He's got 0 scheme. So Professor X taking 3 off. Triage taking 1 off. I think we can flip. We've got some build. Got some build. 2 threat on. Confused. He schemes for 0. And counter card is Retaliate 1 and Stalwart. Okay, that was the time to get it. That was the time to get it. Okay, Moira, Limbo, Soul Sword. So much good stuff. Exorcism. Professor X is gone. We need to start building a board. That's our problem. We have no damage. I don't think we can afford Moira. I think we gotta get out Limbo and Soul Sword. Those are too critical. What can we put on top? We just put Soul Strike on top and just hit Tusk for 4. I think that's what we're going to do. So we flip up Soul Strike. We're going to get rid of our stun. We can pitch Shield Spell to play Soul Strike for 1. Pings Tusk out. Then let's Limbo, draw the Spiritual Meditation, put Soul Sword on top, Spiritual Med, draw, Strength on top. Wow. I would have liked that. Let's pitch Soul Sword for Stepping Disc, put Soul Sword back on top, ready with Stepping Disc. Let's go ahead and take 1 off Gene Pool. Hold the Exorcism. Okay, good hand. 1, 2. And then kind of want to defend here. We'll defend. Attacking for 3, 4, take 2. And encounter card is Sinister Strike. Gets a pursuit counter. This time we'll block with triage. Okay. That's going to put 3 onto Gene Pool. I think we made some good decisions there. Now, Soul Strike with a... Oh, we have Exorcism. Let's go ahead and Energy for Exorcism. Oh boy, what's going on? There's the deck list. You guys get to see the write-up. Okay, Yeah, we said we're playing Exorcism, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we can do Strength and Soul Sword for Legion. And let's go ahead and spend 1 on Soul Strike. Can we? I don't think we're going to trigger Legion's ability, maybe. Have we spent any off the top? I don't think so, actually. So yeah, we'll just Legion. Or does he have Retaliate? He does have Retaliate. It's nasty. We can do 1 and 2. Yeah. We'll hold off on the Soul Strike. And Legion will take 1, 2 off the main. Let's pitch Nightcrawler. Alright, extra encounter card turn. This is going to be make it or break it, probably. 1, 2. This is the turn. The turn for turns. Let's Limbo. Draw Professor X, put Mutant Protectors on top. He gets an Activation Treachery. We Mutant Protectors. We can also just Nightcrawler. We have no energy. I think we're okay to put 3 on Gene Pool. Our basic without anything like Soul Sword or the Crown is not doing too much for us. I think we're just going to defend the first attack. So he's attacking for 3. And so just 1 damage. 2 encounter cards. First one, Synapse. Second one, Wolf Among Sheep. He's going to activate against us. That is great. Now we play Mutant Protectors. Play it here, look at the top card, and now we have to decide if we want to draw it with defensive energy. And I think we will. We'll spend defensive, draw that card, look at the next one, physical. Okay? We will put Nightcrawler into play, declare him the defender, and then Apocalypse will attack. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. I think we're going to spend Exorcism as an energy to pop him back to hand, to prevent all of that damage. So no threat onto Gene Pool. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Let's go Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2. Look at the top card, Shield Spell, discard Taunt. So Legion can discard Shield Spell. That's going to get rid of Synapse. I think we go Professor X with these 3. He's going to ready Magik. Take 3 off the main. And let's just get this tough gone. We have to start. Oh, do we want to wait for Soul Sword? Where is Soul Sword? It's coming up. So maybe we just hold off on this tough and just take 1 off Gene Pool. Alright. I do think we need to start taking his hit points down a little bit and get rid of that Stalwart so we can flip again. 2 threat on. Mutant Protectors on top with Colossus in hand. So I think we're going to do that. We'll do Mutant Protectors. Look at the next card, Scrying. We're going to draw that with Defensive Energy. That's a good card we want to draw. And we'll put Colossus into play with a Tough. He's activating. Okay. Pings the Tough off Colossus, and then the encounter card is an Infinite Soldier. No Quick Strike. Alright. Moira is not playable from the top. Legion could clear her. We've also got the Crown. I feel like we want a physical for Legion, right? Let's go ahead and Limbo Moira to hand. armor. Legion can go ahead and ping 1 on the Infinite Soldier, discard a physical. It's going to heal him for 2, and then he takes 1 consequential. Okay, Soul Strike. Let's go Scry here. 1, 2, and 3. Stepping Disc on top, I think, is the move. And add Polaris to hand? I don't know. It's getting funky. Let's do Mutant Protectors and Moira for the crown. We will go ahead and just take out the Infinite Soldier. Play Stepping Disc. Ready. Look at the top card. It's a physical. Doesn't help us too much. May as well just put Exorcism back on top here. You know what? Yeah. Let's keep the threat super under control. Let's go ahead and ping this tough. We'll take a Retaliate. Colossus will deal 2. Takes Retaliate consequential. And then we can Stepping Disc again for ready. And let's put Scrying on top. We have 2 thwart through the crown. Take 2 here. And there we go. Villain phase. 1, 2. He's attacking. I think we're going to throw Colossus in the way of it, not worry about the threat on Gene Pool. Okay. And counter card is Infinite Soldier with Quick Strike. Do we defend that? Yeah, I think it's fine. We'll defend it. Okay. We can do Strength for Exorcism, clear Gene Pool. And then let's Scry, Genius, Energy, X Gene. Discard the X Gene, put the energy on top, draw the Genius. Legion will discard the energy to defeat this soldier. Or is that what we want to do? Let's put 1 damage on the soldier and then 2 into Apocalypse. I don't think we've used Limbo yet, so we can do Blood Gem for Forge. And we have 4 resources for Rock Slide. He can come in, deals 3 to Apocalypse. But then we don't have the resources for Forge. We do X-Jet, Forge, Blood Gem. It is okay. Or X-Jet, Forge. Yeah. How many cards are left? Are we decking out? No. Gosh, I kind of really want to just Rock Slide into Apocalypse and have his Retaliate ping the Infinite Soldier. But let's just do the build. We're going to do Genius, Rock Slide for X-Jet. X-Jet can play Forge off the top. And where is Utopia? Oh, still in the deck. So we are thinning the deck a little bit. Gets us a new top card. The Mystical Armor. Okay. Take 1 off here. Or do we? Let's put 1 damage on the Infinite Soldier. Oh man, I'll just take 1 off the main. I think that's the safer play. Blood Gem, caught off guard target, discard Utopia. Okay. No villain face stuff. 2 here. Let's block with Forge. Puts 3 onto Gene Pool. And then do we block this guy? Just take it. 2 damage. See what this card is. It is the Crisis. So now we really have to take his hit points down. Okay. Well, Spiritual Meditation. Draw a Soul Strike. Draw the next card. Look at this card. And we gotta discard 1. Probably Karma. Let's go ahead and just take out the Infinite Soldier. Then we can do X-Jet for Stepping Disc. Ready? Let's put Physical on top. Got Magic Barrier. Wow. Oh, there it is. Magic Barrier. We can do Mystical Armor for... Actually, I'm not sure if I'm going to get Soul Sword down. We have to take 2 off of his health. Go ahead and do 1 and 2 for Soul Strike. Oh boy. Have we played anything off the top? I can't remember if we played off the top. Spiritual Meditation, was that in our hand? I think it was. So we don't think we have played off the top, actually. So we could Limbo Triage to the top, probably. So yeah, let's do 1 and 2 for Soul Strike. It's going to deal him 4. And so when he would be defeated, heal all damage from him. Oh yeah, we took a Retaliate. He loses all of his attachments, and we clear the main. And then he gets half a stun, because we cleared the Retaliate first. Now Legion can go ahead and take 1 off of the Crisis, discarding the physical. He heals 2, takes a consequential. Limbo, put Spiritual Meditation in our hand, Triage on the deck, discard Soul Sword for Triage, 1, 2, reveal the next one, Magic Barrier. Okay, Triage takes 1 off Gene Pool. Let's just go ahead and draw, shuffle, draw, and we got to discard 1. Magic Barrier. Counter card. Okay. I'm still feeling good. Still feeling good. Let's Limbo. Add that Genius to hand, put Mutant Protectors on the deck, 2 threat here, and we will play Mutant Protectors off the top to put Colossus into play with a Tough. He attacks. Tough goes away. Oh yeah, Colossus is exhausted. I think we may have missed that earlier, actually. A Colossus exhausts off Mutant Protectors. Oh boy, after he already hit him. After he schemes, place 1 threat on each side scheme, Dark Dealings, place 1 pursuit counter, and then it's going to trigger Pursued by the Past. So Belasco, Ruler of Limbo, is going to take Limbo. Very nice that we already used it. And these all shuffle in. Okay. Damage would be great. Let's go ahead and have Triage. Take 1 off of the... Take 1 off the Crisis. We'll put 2 damage into Belasco. Let's play Forge to trigger a reshuffle, because that X gene we don't want on top. Oh my gosh, what are the odds? We get the same X gene. Well, that's okay. We've got Stepping Disc. Gets us what? Magic Barrier? It's not the worst. Still does nothing for Legion. X-Jet, Stepping Disc, puts Magic Barrier on top. Readies this. Put 2 into Belasco. Forge will put 1 into Belasco. And then Legion will put 1 into Belasco. And do we keep the Magic Barrier on top? No, I think we'll let him heal 1. That's fine. And then do we play Utopia and leave Limbo? It's probably our one chance to get it down. I think we gotta go for it. And we might pay for that decision. Who knows? Okay, 2-threat on. He is attacking. We do have Shield Spell, which seems good to me. So he attacks for 3, 4. Let's Shield Spell. We'll spend defensive energy, add Rock Slide to hand. This is going to mill 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spiritual Meditation on top, and counter card. Oh, wait, should have been 5 because of Amplify. Can't forget about that. Drawing Near. It's not great. We need to flip down. We have like no confuse. Okay, we'll have Forge ping 1 here. Legion can clear Apocalypse Solution, which is going to clear 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I just put a card in there face down. And 10. And he'll discard this energy to deal 2 to Apocalypse. Man, these Apocalypse games are just so long. Colossus is going to get us Limbo back. And then here, do we thwart for 2? Let's do Spiritual Med. Draw Angel, draw another card. Discard 1. It's going to be Rock Slide. Okay, I think Angel and Soul Sword are great plays. We'll go here, get Soul Sword down. We got 3 attacks, so we'll just 1, 2, 3 into Apocalypse. X-Jet. Soul Strike for Angel. Readies us with Utopia. We will take 2 off the main. Angel will put 2 into Apocalypse, just tee him up. And then Limbo for Mystical Armor. I don't think we've played anything off the top, have we? I need to start using a counter for that, but I don't think we have. So we're just going to play the armor for free. Exorcism, very good, very good. Okay. Our board is getting so big. Let's go ahead and Limbo Mutant Protectors to the top of the deck. We forgot Drawing Near, so that should have 1 counter on it. Let's try and get 2 Confuses and flip down and get rid of that. That would be excellent. So 2, did we put the threat on already? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. 2 threat, whatever. Do we Mutant Protectors here? Maybe. I mean, honestly, probably not. I don't think there's a difference. Let's go ahead and pitch Angel to the attack. Okay, good choice. 3 threat on Gene Pool. So maybe we don't even need to Limbo. The counter card is Exhaustion. That's not good. Infinite Soldier, Quick Strike. Well, now I think we will Mutant Protectors Professor X into play. Or do we? Maybe we just take it and we put the Retaliate on the Infinite Soldier. Okay. Legion can thwart 1, and Mutant Protectors takes out the Infinite Soldier. Okay, there should be a second counter here. Legion, unfortunately, goes away. We'll go Strength. Or what's our top card? Okay. We need to change that. I don't think we have a way to change it. This is unfortunate. Professor X, get half a Confuse, port for 3 off the main. Colossus can take 2 off of Gene Pool. So you're ready with Utopia. So yeah, we definitely should not have limboed. That was a poor limbo. Let's take 1 more off of Gene Pool. Can we flip down? Let's see, how many activations have we seen? Do we have seen all the advances? Dark Designs, both Dark Designs are gone. How many Wolf Among Sheep? 1, 2. I thought we saw a third. No, so there is another Wolf Among Sheep. So it's potential of 6 and 2 boosts. Oh no, he's got this. Ah, that's nasty. So instead of taking that 1 off of Gene Pool, we should just pop him, which means we didn't need to take 3 off of this with Professor. Professor could clear Gene Pool. We will pop him back to 10, which is going to clear the man, get rid of his +1 scheme attachment. And it would always be better if that missed the shuffle. There's only 1 card left. Oh wait, do we know that for sure that that's Wolf Among Sheep? I think we might. So, which in case, I mean that means we could flip down because the odds are low. Okay, so I'm feeling good about this actually, flipping down here. Pitching Exorcism for drawing near. Get that back on the flip up. Okay, hopefully we can heal next turn. Pitch Karma, defensive energy, hold Exorcism. Oh wait, let's not deck out, let's hold defensive energy. Okay, 1, 2. He schemes. It's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we definitely miscounted. I thought that was a Wolf Among Sheep. Encounter card is Master Plan. Well, we needed something for our exorcisms to do. We'll recover for 3. Professor X is gone. And we'll scry 1 Soul Strike. We'll draw it. It's fine. Although I think scrying misses the shuffle. We should have known all of that beforehand. Let's go ahead and flip. Put scrying on top. X-Jets and Mutant Protectors for Exorcism. Go ahead and take 4 off the man, fully confuse him. Colossus can take 2 off of Gene Pool. Let's go scrying off the top again. 1, 2, 3. Put defensive energy on top. Spiritual Meditation, hand, Rock Slide on the discard. 2 for Soul Strike seems good. 1 and 2. So Soul Strike gets him down to 6. A full stun. Finally catching up here. Spiritual Meditation. And let's pitch defensive energy. Hold these 2. Just in case. Okay, Mutant Protectors with Professor X. Okay. I don't think we're gonna put Mutant Protectors on top. Yeah, we've got Magic Barrier, so I don't think we need it. 1, 2, he's stunned. And then, encounter card is Belasco. Okay. We can stun him. He's not steady. Let's go ahead and put 2 damage on him. Or let's see, no. We will. What are we going to limbo here? We got a limbo magic barrier to the top. Oh, here's what we're going to stepping disc. So yeah, we'll put 2 on Belasco. Put 2 here. And then we will spend magic barrier on stepping disc. Put magic barrier on top, ready. And that's going to put 3 on Belasco. We'll use limbo, swap magic barrier to hand for Professor X. And then let's play Professor X off the top. And do we just want to ready here? Now we're going to ready anyway, so we may as well stun Belasco. Professor X will take 3. We're ready with Utopia. And then what are we going to do? Do we just pop him? I missed a retaliate trigger earlier. Yeah, let's pop Belasco. So yeah, let's have Professor X ready us, not Utopia. And then we'll use Blood Gem and these 2 cards for Nightcrawler, who will ready us with Utopia. Nightcrawler can go ahead and clear the man, and we'll flip and recover for 3. This is an absurdly long game. That's just how Age of Apocalypse is. 2 threats, confuse. We haven't even gotten to the second prelate yet. Oh, you know what? We decked out. That should be 3. It should have an acceleration token here. And yeah. Okay. We will recover. Any spells in our discard. Soul Strike. Soul Strike's good. Exorcism's good. Gotta get rid of that Tusk. Let's go ahead and Soul Strike to the top of the deck with our flip. And then we can limbo to put armor on top. Energy for Soul Strike. Deal 4 to Tusk. Play armor off the top for a tough. It's going to ready us with Utopia. Okay. Spiritual Meditation, draw the Genius. And discard Karma. Oh man, he wasn't elite, was he? Oh, we could have totally captured him for ourselves with Karma instead of going through all this rigmarole. Probably would have been much cheaper. Well, that's okay. We'll take him out this way. And then let's do 3 for Polaris. Hold the stepping disc. Polaris can tough us. Take 1 off of Heart of the Empire. Yep, just sit on that for now. Angel, 4 cards. 1, 2, 3. He's going to attack into armor. And an encounter card. Infinite Soldier. Okay. And I would love to flip and get X-Chin. Let's go ahead and put 2 damage on the Infinite Soldier. Polaris can clear him. X-Jet for Stepping Disc. It's going to ready us, and we're going to get Exorcism on top. Start working on the confuses. Oops. Limbo, Exorcism to hand, and Angel on top. Actually, X-Gene on top. And we go Strength for Exorcism. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a Confuse. Magik will take 3 off of his health. Overriding allies triggers Gene Pool, doesn't it? I'm wondering if I have missed something like that before. That means Nightcrawler needs to kill himself with Consequential. I have probably missed this. We'll do 2 for Triage. Heal. Ready? And then let's just thwart 3 here. I think it's time. It's time to start going for some prelates. 1, 2, 3. He's attacking. Take it to our tough. He gets a tough. It's fine. Oops. And the encounter card is the Fittest, which will surge into Dark Designs. So it's going to trigger Pursued by the Past. Search for our Nemesis minion, and that's it. Pretty easy. We just saw him a second ago. Velasco. Not too bad, actually, for an encounter card. Okay. Do we get the Prelate here? We got Soul Strike. We have a ton of damage on board. Tons of damage. Let's go ahead and we can just Exorcism, flip down, get Moira and X-Gene, and save the Prelate for next turn. Okay. We'll do Triage, Armor, and Polaris for 4 damage onto Belasco. We'll put 2 more damage onto Belasco. We will use Limbo to swap X-Gene to hand. Or sorry, Mutant Protectors to hand, X-Gene to the top. X-Jet and Mutant Protectors will play Exorcism. Take 4 off the min. Confuse. And then I just flip here. Flip down. And let's do Forge. And Soul Strike for Moira. Hold on to everything else. Good stuff. 1, 2, 3. Confused. 2 encounter cards. Okay, no Limbo minions, so Surge. Okay, we can Exhaust, get rid of that. Our Tough should be gone, I think. And then Dark Riders. Discard cards until we get a Dark Riders minion. That's going to have Toughness. There we go. Hard Drive. Tough, 4 hit points. Not bad. Okay. Shield spell for X-Gene. Getting the full build going. Probably want Legion, I would imagine. And we're not going to use the Alter Ego. We're just going to flip up, draw a card with Moira, see what the next card is. Spiritual Meditation. Okay. Energy. Mutant Protectors. Legion. Hope to keep him around a little bit longer this time. It's going to ready us with Utopia. And is there anything we want to get back with Stepping Disc? I don't think so. So let's go ahead and just swap Spiritual Meditation to the top. It's going to give us 3 attack with Piercing, 1 more from Armor, gets rid of Hard Drive. And then we can Spiritual Med 1, 1. Next card, Defensive Energy. Okay. Pitch that. We already used Moira. We do 1, 2, 3. Sorry, not 3. 3 for Professor X. Get half a Confuse back. He can clear the Dark Riders. Hold on to Legion. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I think we got it. Pop him once more next turn. Defend with Professor X. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool, and then another 3 from the Chump. And the encounter card is Wolf Among Sheep, so he's activating. Well, we do have Mutant Protectors. So play Mutant Protectors, use Defensive Energy to draw the next card off the top of the deck. And what do we want? Who do we want to defend with? Polaris? I think Polaris gives us a lot of tempo, because we can tough ourselves, even though the threat will go on Gene Pool. Retaliate 1, Stalwart. Ouch. Okay. Now I definitely want to pop him. So 3 attack, pierces him, gets rid of this, clears the main, gets him back to 10. Okay. Now I'd love to see 5 damage and piercing before we pop Heart of the Empire. I don't know if I'm going to have a choice. I think it's time to go. Let's put Spiritual Meditation on top. Discard Magic Barrier, draw Exorcism. X-Jet X-Gene for Exorcism. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a Confuse. We can do Legion for 1. And that's going to pop Heart of the Empire here. So that's going to flip. 3. That's a random. Mr. Sinister. Ouch. Okay. Toughness, Villainous, Retaliate. Double acceleration over here. Don't think we've played off the top yet, so let's go ahead and ready with Stepping Disc. Let's do Scry. So we can do another Exorcism. By 2. Okay, I think this is how it's going to work. So pierce him for 2. I can't Blood Gem because of the tough. That's unfortunate. So we do Strength for Angel. Ready. And then 2/2 gets rid of Mr. Sinister. And then did I have one more? Oh, you know what? The first attack I made against him was Retaliate. So now I can Blood Gem. So Angel took an extra Retaliate. Blood Gem for 2. And Karma for Exorcism. Do we clear the Towering Citadel? Probably wait one more turn on that. Just clear Gene Pool. Get a Confuse. Okay. Can we flip? I think so. I think even if he gets to his next form, we're okay. So let's flip down. And we'll have a lot of tempo going into the next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. He is Confused, and the encounter card is Overkill plus 1 attack. Okay. So we probably want to recover. Or does it matter? If we have the damage to defeat a prelate, well, we're going to need 2 prelates, right? We clear this, it's going to get us another prelate still. I guess let's scry first. Look at the top three. Stepping Disc, Mutant Protectors, Soul Strike, discard. Mutant Protectors, Stepping Disc on top, Soul Strike to hand. We will recover. Flip up. And do we want to combo draw our alter ego to Moira? I mean, scrying, so is good. Exorcism. Clears Towering Citadel. I like that actually. Let's grab Exorcism with Moira. And then we can play Stepping Disc off the top. And we have a mental. Scrying. There we go. So already. And X-Jet X-Gene for Exorcism. We'll clear the Towering Citadel. Get half a Confuse here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another random prelate. Looks like Abyss. Let's go ahead and Limbo Scrying to hand. Put Colossus on top. We'll attack Abyss for 3. And then Angel will take Abyss out. That piercing on our Soul Sword is so critical. Now I would love to get another Exorcism. I don't know, do we have any? No, they're both gone. So we would need to Stepping Disc. That's not possible. Utopia gets us 2 thwarts. Yeah, so let's go Genius, Triage, Heal. Utopia readies us. We have 2 thwart right now, so 1, 2. Triage for 1 more. Let's go ahead and Blood Gem. Maybe we should have Blood Gemmed first before Triage. Yeah, let's say we did that, because she healed us from 9 to 10. So now we went from 9 to 7, and then from 7 to 9. So Blood Gem and Nightcrawler for Soul Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get half a stun here. Let's go Scrying. Okay. Soul Strike on top, Colossus to hand, Magic Barrier into the discard. Legion. Can go ahead and ping 1 here. It's going to reveal no longer worthy. Gets our last prelate. And we'll discard the mental for 2 threat off of the main. Okay. So he heals back to full. And we just have to defeat him and the prelate. Yeah, we used Moira. Let's do Spiritual Meditation, draw 2. And discard Taunt. Okay. We'll drop Forge, keep the rest. Rock Slide is not a bad ally to have here. Encounter card. 1, 2 threats. Apocalypse is attacking. We'll block it with Triage. Okay. 3 threat on Gene Pool. Shadow King. How do we want to deal with that? I think we just take it. He's not villainous. Yeah, he's not villainous, so he's just going to deal us 1. And then we'll place 1 threat on the main. And then 2 encounter cards. Infinite Soldier. Quick Strike. 1, 2. Oh yeah, we have Retaliate, so that's going to be 1 here. It's going to be 1 here. And then the Fittest. The highest printed hit points. Give it a tough. Ouch. 10 hit points on the Shadow King. Try to do 20 damage. So they're rough. We'll go ahead and swap taunts to the top. with Limbo. Go ahead and have Legion ping 1 damage into the Infinite Soldier. Discard the physical to heal 2. Oh yeah, and we should have made our basic attack first too, so that's 3 here. Okay. We haven't played anything off the top, so we can go Stepping Disc, ready. See what the next card is. It's an energy. Nothing to put back on top. Spiritual Meditation, draw energy, draw the next card. It's Genius, we'll discard Karma. Spiritual Meditation again, draw Genius, draw the next card. It's Mutant Protectors. Drop Defensive Energy. Let's go 2 damage into Shadow King. Genius and Energy will play Rock Slide, which will ready us with Utopia. Rock Slide and Magik will defeat the Shadow King. That's really good. Does attacks have overkill? Did we miss that last time when we blocked with Triage? We probably did. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Triage had 1, so we should have taken 5 damage actually. Good thing we caught that. Let's go Spiritual Meditation again. 1, 2. Professor X. Discard Mutant Protectors. We'll go X-Gene, Exorcism, Scrying for Professor X. Got a full Confuse. Go ahead and take 3 off the main. And let's flip. Okay. It is kind of looking dicey. 1, 2. Confused. Soldier puts on 1. Okay, we lose Limbo, but we just need to do 10 damage. 10 measly damage. And we have no damage in hand, so we're going to have to recover. Moira. I think we just want to draw Scrying, right? Yeah. We'll draw Scrying. Oh yeah, Professor X is gone. Oh boy. We need 10 damage. I want to say start with Colossus. Ready. Colossus will lose his tough to get rid of the Infinite Soldier. We'll attack for 3. Rock Slide attacks for 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, Magik off the top. Let's Scry. 1, 2, and 3. Angel. Forge to the discard. And armor on top. Did we Limbo when Limbo was under there? There's so much to keep track of, and I am losing the thread. Okay, Legion will attack for 1. Not going to trigger his ability. Shield spell, Mutant Protectors, Angelin. This is going to go up to 6. Angel will attack for 2. And then we'll play Armor off the top for 1, because I don't think we've done that yet. And then she'll attack for 1. And wow, what a long game that was. I am nervous about watching that back because I feel like so much was wrong. But let's move on to Dark Beast. Okay, we're here into scenario 4 of our Devil May Scry Age of Apocalypse run. Wow, that last game was so long. And, whew, okay. We have Dark Beast set up here. Standard 3 again, Expert 1, Dystopian Nightmare in there. And then we need to set aside the Blue Moon, Genosha, and Savage Land environments. In Expert mode, reveal the high-tech goggles, which we have here, pursued by the past. Okay, 1 threat there. Dark Beast has 18 hit points. Reveal a random set-aside environment and shuffle the rest of its encounter set into the encounter deck. Deal each player an encounter card. So we got Genosha, Savage Land, and Blue Moon are these 3 face-down cards. Alright, shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. And it looks like we'll start with Genosha, which is the absolute last one I would want to start with. It is just so bad. Getting extra threat and he's steady. Not great. Probably just have to rush him down. We get dealt an extra encounter card. Right, are these not shuffled? It just says expert. Okay, well I hope that's shuffled. Alright. Probably pitch triage, pitch mutant protectors, pitch 1 stepping disc. Probably just need to go hard into allies and build. Okay. Spiritual meditation. Draw 2, discard 1. Spiritual meditation again. Draw 2. Discard 1. Dang, really would have loved the double resource. I want to say X-Gene and then an ally. Probably what we have to do. X-Gene here. Let's flip up. Let's see what we get. Energy. I was 1 short. Do we get rid of his goggles? It's usually easiest on turn 1, but then we have that upfront thwart to clear, which is always bad. So if we had played Moira, drawn a card, we could have played Exorcism and just not had an ally to chump with, but I think we need a chump. We could have 2 attacks here. So let's go Moira, and let's go Armor. Let's go Polaris. And we're going to tough ourselves. Polaris can take 1, and we'll attack for 2. I think just rushing him down so that we get out of Genosha is not a terrible idea. Okay, 1 threat on. He's attacking. And his Force and Trip says to resolve the special on the setting, which means place 1 threat on the main. He'll attack into our tough. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. Haven't set up our counters yet. 2 encounter cards. We lost our tough from that attack. Let's recenter. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. These are both when defeateds. Okay. Sucks to have this Exorcism in the discard. We need to try and get the Confuse on the second one. It's not happening for us. That's unfortunate. It's really bad, actually. We'll do 2 for Exorcism without the Confuse. 1, 2, 3. It's going to confuse us here. Let's go ahead and play Angel. 1, 2. We'll get rid of our own Confuse. Angel and Polaris take 2 off the main. It should have a counter on it. And we'll stay up. We need more damage. Okay, 1, 2. We'll block with Polaris. His interrupt places 1 on the main. Okay, Polaris goes away. And then 1 encounter card, Under Fire. Make that 2 more encounter cards. Why do we always get Under Fire every single game that I record? Evil Genius. Give him an additional boost, and he's going to trigger the special. So Angel is going to step in the way of this one. Maybe. Yeah, Angel's going to step in the way. 2 boost cards. I'm stunned. Lovely. And nothing else. Okay. Well, at least we don't have Gene Pool. Professor X helps quite a bit. I don't think we're going to really be getting rid of that acceleration. Let's go Mutant Protectors, Magic Barrier, and Utopia for Professor X. Put half a Confuse. Professor X will take 3 off the main. Get that down to 1. Get rid of our stun. X Gene can play Soul Strike off the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. No stun there. And do we hold Soul Sword? I think so, because I think we've got to rush him to his next stage. Get off of this Genosha. Oh, that's good for Soul Strike. Let's see, 1, 2. One more from his interrupt. He's attacking Professor X. Oops. Professor X goes away. And one encounter card into Genoshan Mech Guard Toughness. Well, that's not great. After he attacks and defeats an ally, resolve a special ability on the setting environment twice. Okay. I think taunt for Soul Sword. Take 3 here. Oh man. I think we gotta play Nightcrawler off the top. 1, 2 for Nightcrawler. Let's see what the next card is. We'll have Nightcrawler defeat the mech. Throw down a blood gem. It's not looking good. We need exorcism stat. Stepping Disc gets it for us. That's good. 1, 2, 3. He is attacking. Let's just take it to the face. 1, 2, 3, 4. We gotta save Nightcrawler, I think. Armored Unibike. After it attacks, resolve the special on the setting environment. Okay, that's fine. Let's go ahead and deal 2 to the Unibike. Karma for Stepping Disc will ready us. Let's put Exorcism on top. We can have X Gene. Unfortunately, there's no way for us to really manipulate that top card. Unless we played Legion, but then we can't play the Exorcism we put on top. So X Gene plays Exorcism. At least takes 4 off the main. We can take care of this Unibike here. Strength for the Sorcerer Supreme. Let's hold on. Discard Rock Slide. Okay. We got Limbo. We got Colossus. I don't think we're going to shield spell because I don't want to deck out. Probably play Colossus here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 on the main. He is attacking. Let's go Legion. Shield spell. Blood Gem. Get out Colossus for a tough. Boost card puts a pursuit counter on. He loses the tough, and the encounter card is an attachment. +1 attack. Totally fine. Okay. Okay. Let's have Scrying play a Limbo. Limbo will get us Genius for Soul Strike. Unfortunately, nothing under it. So we're not even getting half a stun. Let's have Nightcrawler go back into the discard for 2. Colossus for 2. Get that down. We can have Magik attack for 2. Use X Gene to play Soul Strike off the top. Just going to reshuffle. Get an encounter card. So Soul Strike takes him down to 6. What's this top card? Oops. Okay. Magic Barrier with Defensive Energy. Okay, I like this. Something going our way. So he's attacking for 3. We're going to Magic Barrier this, most likely. Oh, did we want a Limbo before that? Magic Barrier. No, let's just keep it. Okay, it's going to get a Pursuit counter, and we're going to use X Gene to play Magic Barrier to block all the damage, deal 3 back to him. And then 2 encounter cards. First one. That attaches to us, and the second one is hunted, so we definitely got to go to Alter Ego. But no Exorcism or Professor X in sight. When we pop him, he's going to get us another encounter card too, most likely. Savage Land would be the thing that we want him to get, I think. Energy, Taunt for the X-Jet. The rest of our hand kind of sucks. Let's have Colossus just take 2 off the main, try and slow that down. I mean, we can swap Karma to the top and then play her, so that's at least a block. I don't really want to resolve the specialist problem. This hazard is nasty. Yeah, I think he gets an extra encounter card. Maybe it's just what we have to do. We should have attacked, but when he had defensive energy on top. Let's just... Have we seen both Dark Dealings? Let's see, one... No. Only one Evil Genius, so tons of schemes left. Take one here. We need Exorcism stat. Okay, no Exorcism. Scry can get it for us. 1, 2, 3. Let's go ahead and play Mutant Protectors off the top. Showing Rock Slide. So he's attacking for 3. And a Pursuit counter. Okay, so 3 damage to Rock Slide. 1 damage back to him. Pursued by the Past goes off. In step 2 of the villain phase. Isn't that just awful? We lose Limbo just like that. Velasco is now attacking us with Villainous. We're going to have to... I blocked with Karma. We're losing Professor X. So Karma goes away. The top 3 cards of our deck go underneath Ruler of Limbo. And we're getting 2 encounter cards still. Can't believe people have fun with standard 3. Each Genosha minion gains Quick Strike, so Armored Unibike is hitting us for 2. And then after it attacks, it's going to put 1 threat on the main. Oh my gosh. Spiritual Med, draw 1, draw 1. I guess we had Shield Spell, but it's not too useful here. Spiritual Med, 1, 2. Discard Nightcrawler. Scrying? Can we get Exorcism? Doesn't look like it. There's 3 minions. We're getting another hazard next turn, 6 threat on the main. And we gotta work on Belasco. He's the one that's got to go. Stepping Disc. What do we want to put on top? I guess Soul Strike. At least get some damage into hand. Strength. Armor for Legion. And when I said damage, I meant threat. Ping 1 to Belasco, take 2 off the main. And then X-Jet Magic Barrier for Forge. Gets us Utopia, we're not going to hold on to it. He'll take out Belasco. Can we hold on? This certainly does not look tenable. Let's see. At least we're getting a big fat hand. Now we get both of our exorcisms. 1, 2, 3. Dark Beast is attacking. Block with Forge. Probably really needed that magic barrier. Unibike is going to attack into, or actually Sim will attack into Rock Slide. There's an Amplify hidden under here. We're still in step 2. The Unibike, we have to defend. It puts 1 threat on the main. And then we still have 2 encounter cards. How do you like that? Drawing near. Battle for Limbo. Each Limbo minion activates. It's going to be Sim. We have to block with Legion. It's just super unfortunate. And then drawing near puts 1 more counter there, just to get us closer to Belasco. This Hunted is crushing us. Absolutely crushing us. Let's do X-Jet to play Triage off the top. Heal for 2. Okay, Triage will port 1 off of Ruler of Limbo. And now we can go ahead and play Exorcism. Get rid of that. These cards will go, or let's see, Limbo goes back into play. These cards go back into our discard. And that puts a Confuse onto Dark Beast. And then the second Exorcism, or let's see, 1, 2, we have X-Gene still. So X-Gene, let's see, we can swap Defensive Energy to hand for Angel. And then this and the Crown, or no, Defensive Energy and X-Gene. Play Exorcism. Take 4 off the main. Oh boy. Can we flip and get rid of Hunted? Schemes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's only 9. I think we have to. I don't think we can take another hazard turn, so let's get rid of that. Sorry for how messy this is. We are getting an extra encounter card. 1, 2. Confused. 1, 2, 3. 2 encounter cards. First one is Time Travel Shenanigans. Second one is War Weary. We are stunned. Well, that could have been worse. That could have been worse. And it wasn't. So I'm feeling good. This is going to get another counter. We can pitch Stepping Disc to get rid of that. Or do we need Stepping Disc here? We might need Stepping Disc. Spiritual Meditation. Draw 2. Discard a Mutant Protectors. Boy, our hand is crap. I think we gotta pitch a Stepping Disc though. Get rid of that. Flip up. Look at the top card. Okay, Exorcism. Now we're talking. Put Defensive Energy on top. We can do X-Gene, Mutant Protectors for Exorcism. 1, 2, 3, 4. Half a Confuse. Rock Slide and Triage can combine to take out the Unibike. Or let's see, Unibike or Sim. I don't know what we're going to do. We will remove our stun. X-Jet play Stepping Disc to put Exorcism back on top. So nothing has happened here yet. We will Blood Gem to play Exorcism off the top to remove 4. Get a full Confuse. We will play Angel for 2. Angel and Magik will clear Sim. And then Triage and Rock Slide will clear Unibike. And somehow we're still alive. What an insane game this has been. I'm sure there's been missed triggers everywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. We'll shield spell this for sure. So let's play shield spell. 2 defensive energies to draw 1, 2. He's attacking us for 1, 2, 3. Oops. What is that? 4? So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Encounter card just 1, finally. Witchfire, quick strike. After attacks and defeats an ally, place 1 threat on the main scheme. Well, we can play Colossus using X-Jet, Nightcrawler, in our armor. And he'll take the attack with his stuff. Okay, Limbo, Scrying, Professor X. Let's go ahead and Scry. Discard, add to hand here. We'll play Professor X off the top. Or let's see, we should attack first. Attack 2 into Witchfire, Professor X readies us. Attack 2 more into Witchfire, that's gone. He'll take 3 off the man. Colossus will clear the man. Get that down to 0. And what can Angel do? Take 1 off of time travel shenanigans? I don't know. Flip down, place 1 threat on the main scheme to get rid of this escaped mutant. Okay, 1, 2, 3. He's confused. No scheme, please. 1 pursuit counter. Surge. Magistrate. When defeated, we get the thing back. Cool. Well, may as well get it back while we're in Alter Ego, right? Let's recover. 1, 2, 3. Spiritually meditate for 2. Discard Magic Barrier. Spiritually meditate for 2. Do we have Utopia coming up? We'll get rid of a Soul Strike here. We'll do Strength for Forge. Grab Utopia. Forge and Colossus can take out Magistrate, which is going to put 1, or no, it gets us our escaped mutant back. And we're going to trigger the special to get rid of it. Angel, let's see, how many Genosha cards have we seen? Have we seen all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 1 more mech in there. So clearing this just gets us a 5 hit point tough mech. We might have to. Just slow the acceleration down. I don't know. I'll just take 1 off the main. Gosh. Maybe it's time for Exorcism. Let's flip. We can put Soul Strike on top. Or no, let's put Scrying on top. And then X-Jet. And Soul Strike for Exorcism. Clears the main. Puts half a Confuse. And let's just get Utopia. Or do we Scry first? Let's Scry. 2 cards. So I'll get Utopia with Moira and Legion. It's at least something. X-Gene plays Stepping Disc. We ready? And then let's just get rid of his genetic enhancements here. Okay. We decked out. 2 encounter cards. 1, 2, 3. He's attacking us. 1 more from the special. Block with Forge. Alright. Good job, Forge. Oh, we had Immune Protectors with Rock Slide. Whoops. We definitely should have done that. Discard until we hit a minion. It's a Magistrate. Okay. +2 hit points. Guard. Exhaustion. Oh. We decked. Surge. Acceleration token. Exhausted. And he just got this right back. 5 hit point Magistrate. Let's go ahead and get Rock Slide. 1, 2, 3. Ready with Utopia. Soul Sword is at 3 attack now, so we'll go 3. How are we gonna do this? Yeah, 3. And then Nightcrawler for Magic Barrier, Mutant Protectors, and the Crown. Nightcrawler will ping the Magistrate, so he's gone. Colossus will take 2 off the main. Now let's just put Dark Beast over. I think we have to. We got to get off of this steady nonsense and extra threat. So he goes away. We get a random setting. It's going to be the blue area of the moon. Okay, so this gets discarded. He is fully confused. And let's see, 22. And we're out of here. There's 22 damage. Every minion gains guard, and the special is deal 1 damage to our identity. So we were definitely going to have to go down next turn. Where did we start down? I think we started down. Were we? I can't remember. We'll scry. 1, 2, 3. Mutant Protectors on top. Discard Defensive Energy, Exorcism to hand. Okay. We have a plan. I say that, and now I'm questioning. 1, 2, 3 on the main. He's attacking. It's going to deal us 1 damage. And we'll take it and maybe Nightcrawler the damage away. So what does that say? Okay. Nothing. So it's 3 damage here. We will spend X-Jet. Pop Nightcrawler to hand, block all the damage. And now we have Immune Protector's target for second attack. No minion, so Surge. Sim is going to put 2 on the main. Oh, that's not good. I mean, it's good we have Exorcism, but that's not good. And then Dark Child. We'll be able to flip and recover. Okay. Rock Slide is going to start out by dealing 3 to Sim. Easy so far. Or you know what? Are we going to deal 3 to Sim, or do we want a Karma? Because Sim is 2 threat. Karma triggers Utopia. We have Exorcism. I think we just do that. Let's go ahead here. We have Karma on top of our deck. I don't think we want to put any spells up, right? Scrying would be the only one. But that takes up our top deck play, so I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do Energy and Spiritual Meditation for Karma. And she's going to take control of Sim and ready us with Utopia. Lovely. Let's go ahead and meditate. See if we can't hit a mental naturally. We did not. But we do have Stepping Disc. So Sim will take 2 off the main. Takes double consequential from Karma. Rock Slide will deal 3 to Dark Beast. Will deal 3 to Dark Beast. 16. And I think we'll go X-Gene, Mutant Protectors for Exorcism. We don't even need the mental. What am I talking about? He's already confused. What are we talking about? We can do Shield Spell, Stepping Disc, ready. Soul Strike anywhere? Nope. Let's put Colossus back on top. We've already done our top deck play. That was Karma. I want to flip, but it does not feel safe at all. I don't want to get rid of these, because it's just going to take more damage. Triage coming up anywhere? Nope. Okay. We'll just attack for 3 more. 13. Okay. Pitch, Nightcrawler, keep Spiritual Meditation. Let's see, Magic Barrier. Blocks 3 damage. But he could still kill us. So that's not great. Let's go ahead and... We have chumps. We don't need to limbo Mutant Protectors on top. So let's just keep it as is. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up to 6. He's attacking. We take a damage. We'll block the attack with Sim. Okay. 1 encounter card. Evil Genius. He's attacking us with double boost, so we take a damage. And we'll throw this one into Karma. I'm stunned. And nothing else. Okay. I can't believe that we came back from this game, because it's just silly. It's absolutely silly that happened. Mutant Protectors to play Angel, ready with Utopia. Okay, we got a Mental, Soul Strike. Go ahead and Limbo, Magic Barrier to the top, play Soul Strike with Strength, get him down to 9, and he's stunned. Angel Rock Slide, get him down to 4. Come on. Yes. We'll attack him for 3. And then we'll Stepping Disc to ready and attack him for 1. That was crazy. What a crazy game that was. It's so good we got that Soul Strike, let me tell you. All right, welcome back to our 5th game of the Age of Apocalypse box with Magic Protection, Devil May Scry. So we have Sabah Nur, Standard, 2 modular sets, Celestial Tech, Clan Akaba. Clan Akaba has this permanent setup side scheme. After threat is placed here, if there is at least 10 threat, remove 5 from the scheme, deal each player a face down encounter card. Apocalypse begins the game in Biomorph form, deal each player a face down encounter card. Okay, so we need to shuffle this up, deal ourselves an encounter card, shuffle up our deck. He has 20 hit points, no toughness, and this starts with 1. Okay. Alright, Mutant Protectors, not great turn 1. Armor is actually good because of the overkill. I think we keep this all. Sorcerer Supreme. Makes me want to just do Sorcerer Supreme armor here. Well, we can at least flip up and see our top card. Soul Sword, get that into play for free. This is a great turn 1. So Soul Sword, Magic Barrier, Stepping Disc, Sorcerer Supreme. Sometimes just gotta keep it simple. No spiritual meditations, no nothing. Just keep everything simple. 1, 2, 3. And we're gonna take 1 threat off of this, just in case that 5 threat card comes out. We don't pop it immediately. Okay. We should have 6 cards. Top card is face up. 1 threat. He's attacking. We block with armor. After this activation, change him to giant form. Let's see, how do we change him? There we go. And he would heal, but he is at full already. And he's stalwart. And then this gets a power counter as well. Can't forget that after step 1. Okay, 2 encounter cards. Celestial Tech and Celestial Tech. Wow, both of them. Okay. Stalwart, not great. Can we push damage here? Probably with Legion. Let's go with Spiritual Meditation. Draw 1, draw 2, 1 on top. We gotta discard 1. Discard Immune Protectors, go Scrying for 1, 2, and 3. Oops, we don't get to see that. Triage here. Immune Protectors there, Defensive Energy to hand. Alright. I'm thinking 1, 2, 3. Sure. Let's see. 1 and 2 and 3 for Legion. Legion can ping Triage. That's going to be 3 damage into Apocalypse. 2 more from Magik. And then we can play the X-Jet off the top, because we haven't played anything off the top yet. So, pretty good start. We're looking good so far. Let's see, 1 threat on the man. We'll probably need some boarding coming up. He's attacking, no overkill, so we can just block with armor. Okay. Oh wait, before this happens, we discard the top card of our deck, and we're stunned because it's mental, and that discards. And then nowhere is safe. 1 pursuit counter, and we lose an upgrade, probably Soul Sword. Well, this isn't so bad. We have Exorcism. We have Limbo. Let's go Nightcrawler for Limbo. And let's go ahead and Souls. Oh, that's not good. I guess we don't have to Limbo, really. We can just spend Shield Spell for Exorcism. Take 4 here. Clear our stun. And then X Gene for Soul, or sorry, Energy for Soul Strike. 1, 2, 3, 4. Spiritual Meditation. 1, 2. And discard 1. Let's see. Discard X Gene. We haven't played off the top yet, so we can just go X Jet into Angel. Angel will deal 2 more to him. And then we can have Legion deal 1 and discard the crown for 2 off the main. This has been a very smooth, like a surprisingly smooth game so far. It is not usually this smooth. 3 power counters. Okay, attacking. Oh, armor is gone because she blocked that attack last time. We can put Colossus into hand with X-Jet and Strength. So he's attacking. Oops. He gets, after this activation, reveal this card. Okay. His tough is gone. Encounter card is Tyrant Worship, 5 threat on Ancient Ritual. But it's not going to come up again for a while, so that's fine. So his next attack, we're going to be stunned, and it's +2. Okay, I want to pop him before he can heal up again. Let's go Legion, take 1 off of Ancient Ritual, heal with the physical. We can maybe we just build and go Utopia here. Utopia Stepping Disc, get a bunch of readies, get the Soul Sword coming back to hand. So Colossus and Angel will combine for 4 damage. Spend Professor X, or let's see, Magic will deal 2. Spend Professor X for Stepping Disc. It's going to get Soul Sword back on top of the deck. Where is that at? There it is. We'll play Soul Sword with our ability. And then let's Limbo Blood Gem to hand in exchange for Soul Strike. Play Blood Gem, pitch Utopia, and then head to the villain phase. 2 cards, 1 face up. We have an extra encounter card. Oh, did we forget our second attack? I think we did when we readied with Stepping Disc. So we defeated this stage of Apocalypse. The next one comes out as here. 24 hit points. Okay. 1 threat on here, and the power counters go. So we're going to discard for a superpower card. Already got one. Too bad it is a hazard, because that's going to mean another encounter card. Okay, he's attacking. We'll block with Angel. We are stunned from this shenanigans. Okay, Angel is very much gone. 2 encounter cards. Evil Alliance. Oh no. Alright, there goes Pursued by the Past. Gets Belasco. Limbo is going to go underneath Ruler of Limbo. Well, that went south. Good thing we just need 24 damage. Sinister Strike. 1 counter, he's attacking. We do have Magic Barrier, so I think we're just going to do that. X-Jet, he's attacking for 3. And a Pursuit counter. So we can do X-Jet for Magic Barrier. Deal him 3. And then Exhaustion. Oh no. Giant-sized Despot. If he is in giant form, he activates. Do we just take this? I think we have to just take it. Oh, we forgot Defensive Energy. Oh well. We'll just take that attack for 3, 4, 5, 6. Ouch. Okay. Big ouch. We're going to do 1 and 2 for Soul Strike. And then 2 more from Colossus. Takes out Belasco. We'll spend Mystical Armor to get Triage, heal 2. Let's see what the next one is. Let's Scry. We need to Scry something for Legion. Yeah, Forge. Forge on top. Whoops. What happened to the other card? Oh, it fell underneath the mat. Okay, Forge on top, Stepping Disc in the discard, Spiritual Meditation hand. Legion will discard Forge to get rid of this. So he's going to activate immediately. We're going to defend with Triage. Reveals this. Okay. Spiritual Meditation, draw 2, discard armor. Alright. That was the worst turn. It's all uphill from here. We're going to defend with Colossus. We get stunned. And this is going to discard. Even though we're already stunned. That's fine. 2 threat on Ruler of Limbo. Not great. We do have Exorcism. Colossus is gone. Only 1 encounter card. Sinister Strike. Oh my gosh. This really wants us to see our Nemesis set. Well, Magic Barrier. So 3, 4, 5, 1 threat here. block 3 of it, so we take 2. Okay, let's get rid of our stun. Let's go Moira for Stepping Disc. Get Soul Strike back on top. Or let's see, Colossus back on top. There we go. Genius for Exorcism. Oh yeah, we should be ready. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll, for the last one, get Limbo back. Oh yeah, the Amplify. Amplify means he hit us for an extra 1. Maybe it was 2, because we took 2 attacks. So yeah, we should be at 4. Okay. Strength for Colossus. Maybe safe is tough. Legion will ping this off. Heal 2 from Rock Slide, take a consequential. And we'll go into the villain phase. Okay, 1 threat. Second power counter. He's attacking. We block with Colossus. Okay, so far so good. And then Dark Designs, which is just going to get us Belasco, but avoids a scheme. Okay. Let's go ahead and put 2 damage on him. Karma and Energy for Professor X. Ready. Take 3 off the main. 2 more damage on Belasco. Legion can go ahead and clear the main, discard Exorcism for 2 more damage here. Okay. X-Jet and Stepping Disc will get us the crown, so at least we'll get that steady. And let's meditate. We'll discard Utopia. Okay. Looking okay. We can overcome. Soul Strike. Maybe we just win next turn. Shield spell is already on top. I don't think we need. Well, we may as well Limbo, because shield spell isn't going to be playable next phase either. So we'll go here, here, block with Professor. Okay. And just in case he gets another activation, we do have Mutant Protectors on top. Like this. Oh no, he's just going to change to Biomorph form. Place 1 power counter on the main scheme. So next time we're going to be getting that. After he changes, deal 3 indirect damage to each player. So I'll put 2 on Colossus and take 1 to ourselves. Okay. Now I wish I had a Confuse. Just too late. Too late on that. We'll go 1, 2, 3 for Polaris. Give ourselves a tough. She can attack for 2. Get him down to 19. We can have Legion clear here. Discard Mutant Protectors. Get him down to 17. Let's play. Yeah, we'll have to do this. He's going to get a triple encounter card turn anyways. Spiritual Meditation. Discard 1. Probably X-Gene. Or maybe we flip down. Just sacrifice this main scheme. How many activations have we seen? I think we've seen both Dark Dealings. We could probably flip. Yeah, it's looking pretty safe. There's only 1 Biomorphic Blast, so I think we're good to flip down. So we can discard Mutant Protectors. And so let's flip. Recover. Spend Defensive Energy for X-Gene. Save Colossus. This is going to do something. Heal 2, confuse, tough, blah, blah, blah. Okay. That's not so bad. I think we drop Nightcrawler, keep Soul Strike. Alright, 1. We have an encounter card. This goes up to 5. We remove 4, and we discard for a superpower. Technological interface. If he is in Cyberpath form, he activates. Otherwise, change him to Cyberpath and place a threats. So, Cyberpath, the worst one for solo, because it adds 3 to all schemes. And then he does scheme, so he will scheme out. Before he schemes, we discard the top card. It is a physical, which means give him a tough. And then he schemes for 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is going to pop. It does reset the counters. We are going to discard for a superpower. This was our 1 flip this game. He's activating for another 3. 4, 5 goes to 6. Oh yeah, we gotta discard the top. It's another physical. He's already got a tough. 2 more encounter cards. Biomorphic Blast. Change him to Biomorph form, which is going to deal 3 indirect damage to each player. We'll put it into our tough. And a power counter. Okay, well, it could have been worse. Could have been worse. We will go ahead and use Colossus to take 2 off of Ancient Ritual. I think that's got to happen. Anything we want to get with our flip up. Spiritual Meditation. Don't think it's worth it here. And it does guarantee a confuse from Exorcism. That's not nothing. But so can Magic Barrier. Or sorry, so can Limbo. So let's flip. See if we can just get it naturally. It's energy. So we'll Limbo. Put Soul Strike on top. Get the energy. Energy for Exorcism is going to remove 4. And get a confuse here. We do not want him flipping back to that Cyberpath form. That is for sure. This guy's got guard. Nasty. X-Gene will play Soul Strike off the top. It's going to defeat him, adds 2 to Ancient Ritual. Okay. X-Jet and these 3 for Rock Slide. Pierce for 2. Rock Slide for 3. And we are within striking range. Polaris for 1 off the min. Let's see if we've seen all of the Clan Akaba dudes. Oh, the last one is the Scorpion thing. I wonder what that boost effect is. I can't remember. I don't think he has one. I think it's just boost icons. So we should know exactly what the boost icons are. It's 3. So he's going to be attacking us for 6. Okay, we defend for 2, hits us for 4. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we have got shield spell anyways. So 1 threat here, 1 power counter. He is attacking. And we'll just take it. So it's 6. We'll use shield spell. 1. Oops. I keep doing that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 on the top. Here comes our encounter card. Okay, it does have acceleration. Okay, attachment. Well, I think we have it. In the bag, as they say. Spiritual Meditation, draw 2. Discard Karma. We got Soul Strike, we got Scrying for 1, 2, 3. Let's put Taunt on top, discard this, draw here. And we'll swing for 3. Rock Slide can swing for 3. Polaris for 2. And then Soul Strike for 4. I think that was a pretty clean game. That was like surprisingly easy. Kind of scary the turn the main scheme flipped because he got so many Cyberpath activations. That guy is just not great for solo play. But there we are. Good showcase of the deck. I think we used pretty much every card except taunts. I think we missed a couple of ideal mutant protectors. Kind of the hazard of playing digital versus physical. I do like the physical cards. Get to stop and think a little bit more. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Magik is pretty thinky, pretty good. And there's the box for you. We'll try to do some more standard 3 stuff, but I'm not a huge fan of it, really. But yeah, there we are. I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you in the next one.